So I believe we got us a double decker here. So that one will be second. Haha. What do we have here? Another front flipper. A Kaiser. This is a Squidward. And I guess because it kind of looks like a squid. It does actually kind of look like a squid closed, in all honesty. It's got a medium pocket clip. It is reversible. It is not inset. And I believe that is some kind of wood. It's almost like a purple wood, in all honesty. An unusual lanyard loop. Not a bad one, but just different. I don't think I've seen one like that before. Looks like, yep, T6 on the bottom and T8. Yep. And T6 on the pocket clip. So it's a front flipper. I can't reach up here and, I guess I can maybe if I yeah, but that's so uncomfortable for me. The way you would normally open is, and this is hard for a small knife like this, but catching it and rotating over the top. The blade is nice. I like that. It's almost like a Tanto-ish, because it's not just a belly swoop up. It's a pretty decent incline. Kaiser 154 CM is the blade steel. Squidward Azo V3604C3. Don't know what all that means. But it is on bearings. It moves smooth. And I like it. You got a lot of finger jimping on there. You get all the way up here with the finger jimping. It is a liner lock. And I like it. I like it. I think I asked the guy if he would take less, and then we agreed on a price, and I just sent him an offer on both of them that split it down the middle, $40 or $45 a piece, I think is what I ended up paying for these. And I don't know if that's a good price or not, but I like the knives. The blade is under 3 inches. Looks like 3 or 2. Let's do this. Looks like around 2 3/4 is the blade length. Well, and now I guess you potentially could get a little blade bite there, but not likely, because to disengage it, the base of the blade is ending up hitting your finger or your fingernail or whatever. So I don't think you have to worry about blade bite. I don't feel, maybe the barest minimum of a burr there. Feels very sharp, very, very sharp. The overall, let's see. Well, the overall length of the knife is 6 3/4, about 6 5/8 if you go to the end of the scale. So it's a pretty small knife. The handle disappears in my hand. and but the blade feels nice. There's a little bit of wobble in the blade. Let me take that up. That did turn. Wobble's gone. Of course, it's on bearing, so it's still moving smooth. So I'm going to need to pull that out, put some Loctite on it, get it set just right so the blade's falling good. This is a liner lock, so I don't think I need to bother with the magnet mod. The blade pretty much closes on its own. So I really like this knife. I think it's pretty cool. This is a great little small pocket knife. It's almost too pretty to carry in a way that it could potentially mess up. So the other knife is a Benchmade. No, it's not. It's in a Benchmade bag, but this is an authentic Benchmade bag. So at least I have an authentic Benchmade bag now to be able to compare on my clone deals for the Benchmade clone series I'm working on. This is a Kizer Original Black button. Again, blade feels pretty solid. There's a little tiny bit of movement. Let's see. There's a little turn there. It still closes. No wiggle. The scales are solid. Hold on. For comparison, there is the Kizer Original Black, and this is Mojave. Kizer X Mojave, number 228063, I think. 154 cm. And this is the Kizer XL. So looking at them, let me kind of even up the butts. And you can see the blade, the whole knife is about 3/4 of an inch longer than the original, the XL is. If I go pivot to pivot, here we're looking at a blade difference. This is right at 3 inches, or just over 3 inches. So this is about a half. This blade's about a ½ inch longer, and the handle is about a ½ inch longer. So I'd say about an inch. The knife overall is about an inch longer. Now you know that I did the magnet mod on this knife, and it's got some bounce, and I am going to add another set of magnets to see if I can eliminate that bounce, or I may just decide not to and leave it, because the point of the magnet is to help get a reliable close. And the knife was not hard to close to begin with. It was easy to catch it. The button usage, I mean, it was easy to get the button timed. And this Kizer Original Black, see, now I'm having problems with it, but it's a smaller blade. See, I'm having fails. Now again, this one was, these are all used knives, but this one right here, I don't think it's had much of any use. I mean, this would technically benefit from a magnet, I think, but the scales are solid, so there's really no place to be able to put a magnet in this one. You just have to get used to working the button correctly. But this is a smaller knife, along the same lines of the Squidward. Blades are roughly the same length. This one's longer, of course. Handles, this one's just a little bit longer in the handle. So there are, you know, multiple little tiny differences between the two knives, but I'm going to be honest with you, I really like Kizers. I did not realize how nice Kizers were. And I'm not, you know, this is what I'm starting to realize, is most of your knives that are brands that have really big, expensive knives, they're starting to do a budget series. And what they're doing it the right way. Because what they're doing with the budget series on their knives is they're not going to inferior, cutting corners with fit and finish and everything else. You're getting the same quality in the knife, only less expensive materials. Not cheap, but less expensive materials. So a high end, you may have titanium scales with some Alphabet Soup steel that's super expensive. This right here is 154 cm, 154 cm, and 154 cm, and aluminum scales. You still got bearings. Everything's matched. Everything feels good. Everything's lined up. No rough edges. I mean, they say quality, and they're not $100 knife. The only difference between these knives and one $200 knives is these scales are aluminum. These scales are aluminum. These are wood. Now, if these were Damascus blades, they'd be up there in them $100 to $200 blade knives. Same way with Civivi. WE is their high end. That's where you're getting your Damascus titanium and all these other kind of high-end metals for the scales, and you know, the Alphabet Soup on the blade steel type. And so all they do is take those knives, same quality top to bottom, and put aluminum scales on them, or G10 or micarta or something other than those high-end expensive types of scales. And so you're getting the same knife, in my opinion. I have the Civivi Vision FG in 3-4 different variants, and the Vision R. And really the only difference is the materials that the scales are made out of and the blades made out of, and the budgets. The FGs, the blade steel is still fine. There's nothing wrong with the blade steel. So these knives right here are really nice. I don't know knives well enough to be able to tell you, you know, a history about Kizer. But here's 3 Kizer knives that didn't cost. These 3 knives together cost me less than, you know, one of your high-end knives, and every one of these is good quality, fit, finish. Nothing is negative. I don't have any negatives about the quality, about the workmanship, about any of it. In anything with these knives, I think they're all really nice. They're fit together good. They're no sharp edges, so on and so forth. So I mean, I really can't complain. In my opinion, the only difference is the expensive steel on the higher end knives. You got bearings in each one of these. They're really nice knives. I really like them. Kind of the petrified fish, I've done some reviews on 2 of those, and I feel like those are really good knives themselves. So anyway, I appreciate you sticking around to listen to me prattle late at night, and I ask that if you like this kind of content, that you would like and subscribe. If you don't like this content, like and subscribe anyway, because you are going to find something on this channel that you enjoy. So anyway, that's all I've got for right now. I hope I covered the stuff that y'all would be interested in hearing and knowing about these knives. If you want to know more, let me know. I'll do another video and cover whatever you would like to see covered. I thank you, and we're going to see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.